Hey guys, welcome.
In this lesson, we will discuss about an introduction to programming in general and introduction to Java itself. First, let us see what is programming by definition. By definition, programming is the process of creating a set of instructions that tell a computer how to perform a task.
For example, I want to get sum of two numbers, for which I need to instruct the computer to do the math.
I want to write a program so that when the user provides a number, in this case two numbers, the computer is supposed to provide a result of those two numbers, right? So once we see how it works out when we start coding in Java, you will get a better understanding. From the concept perspective, let us say my goal is a simple goal, which is sum of two numbers. That's my goal. For that, I had to write a program so that the computer takes one number at a time and gives me the sum of those two numbers, which can be something like this. I will be presenting in a pseudocode format. So enter first number, enter second number. The result is, in this case, the user will be providing whatever the first number is and enters the second number, and the computer or the process is supposed to give the result back to the user. Once you write the program, this should happen every single time for the execution. So once it is written, it can be used forever. Let me show you a simple demonstration of the program we are talking about here. So for the sake of this, I have created a program which would be Java fundamentals.java is the file name. So I will run that file and it will prompt me for enter the first number. So we'll enter number 3. Then again it will prompt me enter second number. I will enter, let's say, 4, and the sum of the two numbers is 7. That is the result the program gave back to me. So this is a simple illustration for the programming concept we are talking about. You don't have to worry about how I did that. We will be going in depth as we progress in this course, how I did this and much more than this. But still, to give you a quick idea of what's going behind the screen, is a program was written something which takes a value here as an input, again one more value as an input. Finally it does a sum, which is nothing but adding these two numbers and giving back to the screen. So this is the process. This is the few lines of code that took care of the little program we ran here in this from the command line. So let's move on to a little more details. What are the fundamental aspects you need to be familiar to develop your programming skill? If you're not very familiar with the programming at all from college or any previous work background, for those who are new to programming, two important things that you need to be practicing and learning is logic building. Number 2 is syntax of the language in which you're going to write the program. So since there are no shortcuts, it's mostly logic building comes from practice. The most important thing again is practice, practice, and practice. So logic building is basically how you would solve a problem. In this previous example, we're trying to solve a problem of adding two numbers. So it should take one number first and again second number. This is basically, you can think it through even before writing the code. The goal is simple: to add these two numbers and provide it as output. So in the program, all we did is take these two numbers and display the result. The logic is very simple in this case, but syntax is what it might be little bit overwhelming for you when you are starting out. In this case, we have a bunch of lines of code which took care of it. Syntax is generally easier than building logic. Once you learn the syntax, you can always search and find the syntactical help online. But logic building is and will be only achieved by practice. I will be giving you some practice tests that you can do by yourself. For example, in this case, what if you can do a subtraction of these two numbers, and you can do multiplication of these two numbers just by changing this operator right there. So we will do a couple of practice assignments as we go, and from that you can build logic and also learn the syntax. Before we end this lesson, let us talk about Java in particular. Java is a very popular programming language because of primarily two reasons. It is platform independence and object-oriented nature. So what it means by platform independent means once the program is written in Java, it can be run on different environments, whether it's Windows, Linux, or various flavors of Linux. You can run Java on different and multiple operating systems, and it's object-oriented, 100% object-oriented. We will talk in detail about what is object-oriented and what are the main foundation for object-oriented principles in the coming lessons. With that in mind, this course is designed to use Java as the programming language to build test automation. So this will help a tester to develop test automation using Java as a fundamental programming language, on top of which we will layer with other automation tools like Selenium and any other add-ons we want to use for developing our framework. With this, I will conclude this lesson. I have two questions for you. One is, what is JVM? And second one is, what is the current version of Java? Thank you.